Precisely. Yet, in the gray zone, where the stakes soar, creators should ideally let their imaginations run wild.
Welcome, esteemed guests, to an enlightening English lesson by Enzo's Butler, Exceptional English Club. Today, we will explore Seth Godin's gray zone principles on risk, reward, and creativity. We will begin with a dialogue that delving into vocabulary, including words like mentor, trading, navigate, and intimidate. Additionally, we will explore phrasal verbs such as ramp up, opt for, dream up, and step up. We will also embrace idioms like stir the pot and stick to the beaten path. After the dialogue, we'll engage in a comprehension check and conclude with vocabulary, phrasal verb, and idiom drills to refine our language skills. So, let's embark on this linguistic journey together, embracing the elegance of English and uncovering the treasures that lie within Seth Godin's gray zone principles.
In the expansive library of a grand estate, Enzo, a young entrepreneur with a keen interest in the arts, sits across from his wise butler, who also serves as his mentor. The room is filled with the scent of old books and the faint glow of the evening sun filtering through large windows.
Sir, have you grappled with the nuanced challenges in creative industries, particularly the gray zone Seth Godin speaks of?
Yes, Butler, it's been on my mind. What exactly does this gray zone entail?
It's a sphere where creativity has to stand its ground amidst hefty financial risks. It's similar to a chef stepping up from a cozy diner to a swanky downtown restaurant.
So the real test is keeping the creative flame alive while scaling up?
Spot on, sir. For instance, at the outset, when the stakes are minimal, creators often churn out work that's run-of-the-mill. It's comfortable, yet far from earth-shattering.
Sort of like easing into a new pair of shoes, snug but unremarkable.
Aptly put, sir. But with more skin in the game, creators frequently step out of their safety nets. This shift can spark more inventive outputs, much like indie music labels or chefs helming signature eateries.
So, ramping up investments nudges them towards bolder creative leaps?
Precisely. Yet, in the gray zone, where the stakes soar, creators should ideally let their imaginations run wild.
But often they don't, right?
Exactly, sir. Rather than delving into what the market might secretly yearn for, many creators stick to the beaten path. It's like having the reins but trotting along a well-trodden track instead of exploring new terrains.
So, the more substantial the investment, the more vanilla the outcome tends to be.
Unfortunately, yes. The pressure to conform often stifles originality. They ought to be dishing out pioneering ideas, but the dread of failure keeps them on a tight leash.
Isn't that self-defeating, especially after a hefty investment?
It's the paradox, sir. The money at stake is always relative. You shouldn't fumble by trading creativity for a safety net.
So, the key is to go all in on innovation in the gray zone?
Exactly. When steering a significant project, ensure it stands out. If your work strikes a chord with me, it's likely to echo with others too.
Sounds like a delicate balancing act.
Indeed, sir. It's about not opting for the safe route, but venturing down the road less traveled.
How can you tell when you've hit this gray zone?
You sense it, sir. When the risks feel mountainous, and the pull towards the conventional is strong, you're likely there. It's about forging ahead into the unknown, not retreating to familiar grounds.
So, it's about boldly embracing risk for genuine creativity.
Spot on, sir. And it's not limited to the arts. The moment things get too cozy, it's time to stir the pot.
It's essentially about green-lighting your own creative ventures, despite the risks.
Well said, sir. Remember, creativity isn't just about wild ideas. It needs to strike a chord. You can't just toss in random elements and hope for the best.
It's about a calculated risk.
Yes, sir. Calculated but daring. The gray zone is where creativity can truly blossom, provided you don't let fear steer the course. Dream up ideas that might at first seem outlandish.
The crux is to weigh creativity against the scale of risk.
Exactly, sir. You navigate this gray zone with clear vision and undaunted spirit. It's not just about the financial input, but how much of your creative essence you're willing to gamble.
It's intimidating, but thrilling.
That's the essence of true creativity, sir. It should excite and daunt in equal parts. If not, you might not be pushing the envelope enough.
I see your point, Butler. To truly thrive in any creative venture, especially when the stakes are high, one must favor risk and innovation over the comfort of the tried and true.
Precisely, sir. As Seth Godin advises, if you're going big, don't play small. Embrace the gray zone and leave your imprint.
I'll remember that. Thanks, Butler.
It's always a pleasure to guide you on your learning path, sir.
Comprehension questions. Question number 1. How can one sense that they have entered the gray zone? Question number 2. What is the paradox in the gray zone of creative industries? Question number 3. Why do creators often churn out run-of-the-mill work at the beginning? Question number 4. What does the pressure to conform often do to creativity? Creativity. Vocabulary multi-choice. Smart entrepreneurs know that successfully, what? Ideas leads to business growth and innovation. A. Innovation. B. Selling. C. Fumbled. D. Trading. The marketing team, what? During the product launch, causing confusion among customers. A. Fumbled. B. Crux. C. Inventive. D. Dispersed. A. What? Amount of market research is needed before launching a new product. A. Trotted. B. Crux. C. Substantial. D. Large. The success of our marketing campaign, what? Depends on how well we understand our target audience. A. Largely. B. Boldly. C. Sphere. D. Essentially. Phrasal verbs multi-choice. Creators often, what? Groundbreaking designs in the fashion industry. A. Churn out. B. Churn together. C. Churn off. D. Put out. E. Put around. Let's, what? The consumer's preferences to create a captivating brand experience. A. Factor into. B. Delve within. C. Delve into. D. Delve past. E. Dive into. The advertising agency can, what? Innovative campaigns for their clients. A. Roll out. B. Carry out. C. Dish create. D. Roll up. E. Dish out. Designers, what? Unique and imaginative product ideas for the tech industry. A. Dream out. B. Dream up. C. Make up. D. Offer create. E. Make about. Idioms and phrases. Definition: a risk that is carefully considered and planned. A. Stand its ground. B. Step out of their safety nets. C. Calculated risk. D. Go all in. Definition: to fully commit or invest in something. A. Stir the pot. B. Calculated risk. C. Go all in. D. Strike a chord. Definition: under strict control or restriction. A. Step out of their safety nets. B. On a tight leash. C. Strike a chord. D. Calculated risk. Definition: to go beyond conventional boundaries or limits. A. Push the envelope. B. Stand its ground. C. Step out of their safety nets. D. Go all in. Definition: a less conventional or popular path. A. Road less traveled. B. Go all in. C. Stick to the beaten path. D. Calculated risk.
I express my utmost gratitude for your attentive ear. If you enjoyed this lesson, kindly subscribe and share it with your friends. Should you seek further enlightenment in the intricacies of the English language, I do cordially invite you to pay a visit to Enzo's Butler.club and join our growing community of English enthusiasts. I am Enzo's Butler, always at your service.